Hello. So I'm making a manager or program that can help to host Olama and other components of it. Um, and I was just hoping for some feedback and opinion, and also to know if I should probably stop at this point because I'm not sure if there's actually other um, managers or hosts that can do all the things that I'm trying to make this one do. Um, so yeah, I guess I'll just show it and explain what I'm trying to make it do. So the general idea for both Windows and Linux is you have just one little program. It doesn't look very nice right now, the icon. So you just start it up, close all these, and it loads up everything that it needs, as it would do. It'll still work. So whatever you're hosting, like OpenWebUR or Silly Tavern, they would still work from the web browser. This is just a manager for it. Um, so you'd get all your links and whatnot. So first of all, you have your terminal, and it will be able to show you all the GPUs that you have available to run. You also have all your CPUs that you have available to run. Obviously, I only have one because I'm not running a server. It's just an okay gaming computer. One of the things that I made it able to do in for settings is that you can actually select what type of GPU you want for each service that you're running. So, for example, if you want your LLMs to run on a particular GPU, you can do that. Or if you want your TTS to run on a different GPU and you want to force it onto one of those GPUs, you can do so. Like on my system, I've got two GPUs, so I want them separately because that way TTS is always loaded and ready for the LLM. And this makes streaming really butter smooth. I'm still working on streaming for certain modules. Like Silly Tavern, I'm having a very difficult time getting Silly Tavern to work with streaming, but for some reason it works beautifully inside OpenWebUR. So I just need to figure out that. It shouldn't be too difficult. So yeah, you can select your different GPUs, or you can leave it in auto. Pretty simple. Light mode, it's still themes. Yeah, there's themes. You can do that. That's not really important. I would not go to light mode unless you want to destroy your eyes. And then service priorities. This is just so that you can select the order in which the tasks start up, and this forces them to start up in this order, and any order that they're in the same. So say Kukuru and Piper are both loaded, they are both in the same priority. It'll then just be alphabetical. I guess I can add more to this, but this is good enough. So yeah, that's that. Forcing sudo access so that this program can work in Windows is something I'm still working on. For some reason, it's a pain in the ass. But yeah, it will work in Linux, and it definitely will work in that Linux. But in Windows, it's being a pain. Other than that, yeah, you can see VRAM usage and all that stuff. Interesting thing that I did with VRAM, you'll see in a bit. Um, in services, you can uninstall them from here. You can also select which ones you want to be using at any time, and it'll remember all these settings and all that. Kind of standard, I guess. But yeah, you can unselect them, select them. I have them all selected now for demonstration purposes, and I have them all installed right now. If you want to add new services, I'm still working on a way for it to get it from a GitHub rather, but for now, I just have to manually keep adding new services to the installer manager. So then this will be here, and then if you have something that's not installed, you can just install it. That way you don't have to download everything. You can just download the manager, and then the manager can be the installer, which will make things easier. So if you want something, just look at the list, and you can click install, and it'll install the latest one from GitHub. So that does work. I can quickly show it. Papa is pretty small, so we can uninstall that quickly. It'll uninstall Papa. And I don't have any models on Papa at the moment, so it's very fast. And then we quickly install Papa again to refresh this. There we go. We can add the service. So now we can install Papa, and it should be pretty fast because Papa is quite small. Obviously, Papa is CPU based, so you can't force Papa onto a GPU. Example XTS, which I love to use. You can force XTS onto any GPU that you prefer. And then yeah, we can quickly select that. We can close this, and let's hit start and show you how that works. So it just starts up everything. You can see what's running and what's not running, and it does start sequentially. So that's that. I know there's probably other things can do all of this quite easily, but this is just meant to be very user friendly. It's something you can just quickly download through GitHub, and then it does everything else for you. Is the idea behind it. So I'm just hoping for some feedback on what you guys think. You'll see here with starting XDS, for example, something that I made it do is that you'll see in VRAM it should load the XDS model for whatever voice you're using, and it'll load the model to that GPU because I forced it onto that GPU. It should go to the 1050, sorry, the 3050. There we go. You can see it's starting to load the model on, and then that's always going to be ready for you to use. You can also turn that off in settings by putting it onto auto. It should make it so that it will be on ready. Then when you want to call it, it'll choose whatever GPU is best preferred for that. One little warning, I'll fix that later. But you see it'll start up sequentially. And Ancillity Tavern takes forever to start. I'm still trying to figure out how to speed it up. Yeah, in Linux it starts up pretty damn fast. In Windows, I'm trying to figure out why. But yeah, it does all start. Then all these links are clickable, so then we can open up one of them and it all works. So tell me what you guys think. I'll open up WebUI quickly. It opens on a different screen, but you'll see, for example, open WebUI. There we go. Opens up perfectly. I've not got anything running there yet. Silly Tavern takes a minute, but it will start. So yeah, and then once everything's started, if you want to stop it, you can stop it midway if you need to. That usually gives problems, stopping things midway, but recently fixed that. This is actually version 30, alpha version 30. A lot of versions in between that, but yeah. So yeah, tell me what you guys think. I hope it's alright, and if you guys have any input, please let me know. If you think I should stop right here, just let me know, because I don't even know if this is all worth it. I made it for myself, for my Windows computer, and because I jump between different computers, it's really nice to have for myself. But if you guys think it's a good thing, I'm going down the right path, I will open source it gladly. And yeah, I'd love to also get help from the community on it as well. So yeah, and full screen does work, which also didn't work before. Thank you guys very much. Tell me what you think. Bye bye.